Hey, whippersnappers, it's Tortimer the Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Gray version Season 4. Today we are kicking off Week 2 with Little Cup Doubles Evil Team Battles. And you guys put together your best grunt teams, and some of you may have even reached admin status, but we'll have to wait to the end of the episode to see how that plays out. Starting off this week with Grunt Mac, I have got Stormcrow, my Wattrel, switching out for Bruno, the Mashiff, and we've got Ahsoka, the shiny Choodle, on the field. Up against Dover and Oppenheimer. Bruno goes for the Play Rough and finishes off the DNO, goes down to a Terra Blast from the balloon there. Oppenheimer supposed to go Boom, but gets switched out. Sonya then comes in, and so does Stormcrow and Snoozefest. Stormcrow setting up that Tailwind. Primary use for Stormcrow this week, but still doing good work. Dragon Pulse not doing a ton there. At which point then Oppenheimer switches back in. So I did a lot of work this week with hazards. You guys all saw that. We had the webs. I set up Tailwind just to make sure I was extra much faster than you guys. And then I had one thing which I don't really think we're going to even have a good example of this week. But I found the I wanted to use Tarantula because I like using kind of junky first route mons in this first route week. And so Tarantula's got the ability Stakeout, which I'd never heard of before. And I'm like, it has an interesting where if it hits somebody who had just switched in, it's like twice the power or something. And so I kind of built my team around that. Apparently Mashiff has got the same ability, and so I was trying to work with that, but we'll talk about that more in the next battle. Thank you so much for participating this week, Grunt Mac. I greatly appreciate it. Let's jump into the next one, shall we? Here we go. Can you say, here we go?
Here we go.
How about you? Nope, you're not talking yet. All right. We've got some special guests, by the way. We'll talk about that in the next one. Alrighty, guys, and here we are up against Grunt Pocket Flygon. Yes, this week I'm joined by Tortellini and Tortoni. Tortellini joined us for several episodes of Season 3. We've got Tress and Stormcrow out front here, setting up that Tailwind. And I was protecting on the first turn with Tress just to be safe. Then I get the webs set up, generally speaking. Flygon going for some hazards of his own this week. Ahsoka coming in and taking on Nihilego 2.0 as hard damage getting done to Tress there. Ahsoka getting poisoned. And then the Glimmet switching out in favor of Bad Moon, the Tumbleweed there. Leech Life hitting the Zoroark, but not doing a whole lot. And then gonna get switched out there. Caesar coming in, and Ahsoka on the field alone. Who's gonna come in? But Schlockalotl, my Fuecoco there. We've got a couple of members of my team from my personal blind run of Scarlet Violet. We've got Flygon. He was complaining that he didn't get to try his ability here, or his strategy of using Beat Up. And he definitely did. I don't think it maybe came to great effect for him, but he got the Beat Up off at least, so he got the boost. I can't remember. What I was saying, so I've got this Stakeout ability. Yeah, there we go. Just gets finished off, doesn't get to use it to any great effect. We've got Stakeout on both Mashiff and Tarantula. And then I've got Dragon Tail on Ahsoka. I've got Roar on Fuecoco, and I guess that's it. I think I had tried I think I had Circle Throw on Tarantula at one point or whatever. But basically, I was hoping to set up with doubles, have somebody switch Pokemon out, and somebody else being able to hit extra strong. So if I knew a switch was happening because I was doing the forcing out, that maybe that would have been useful. But unfortunately, I don't think it ever actually came to great effect. So you guys are fine. But we've got Bruno and Apollo on the field as the last of mine. Flygon is now down to 2 as well, down to 1, and then he's going to pull out the Flying Pawniard, which I should have been better prepared for. I actually did switch Apollo's Terra type to Ice for this week, and had Ice Punch on it. I don't think I ever was really able to use that to great effect either. And especially I'm choice scarfed, so I picked the wrong move here and was just locked into getting wrecked by Poniard for Flygon to regain victory there. But thank you so much for participating this week, Pocket Flygon. I greatly appreciate it. Let's jump into the next one, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty, guys, and here we are up against Grunt Codeman, leading off with Pina and Colada, and gonna set up the sun here. I did the Terra-type Ice this time. I was like, forget it. Let's didn't get it off last time. Let's just go for it. And I figured it would be helpful up against Pina here. Unfortunately, Apollo gonna take a sun-boosted Solar Beam and just go down, but Tress able to come in with the Leech Life and do some work there. Bruno, the Mass Shift, then going to come in up against Doubloon. Doubloon's going to take a hard crunch and going to survive it. Bruno not going to survive the critical sun-boosted Flamethrower and going to go out. Tress still on the field. Tarantula doing work. Going to set up the Protect here. Ancient Power comes, so that works out. Gets the Omni Boost, so that doesn't work out quite as well. Ahsoka going to take a hard Shadow Ball there and miss the Dragon Tail. Was looking to switch that Charmander on out with its boost there. Bring Chocolatl in, and Tress is going to go down. Chocolatl taking a hard Power Gem and going to survive, at which point then Stormcrow comes in. We now have the Terra boosted Charmander there. Doesn't have the Sun boost anymore though, so that's fine. At which point then Stormcrow going to go down to the Shadow Sneak from Roland, and Chocolatl going to take another Ancient Power. Thankfully no additional boost and able to take down a Bramblin. It's not a totally lost turn for us. Ahsoka switching back in and able to outspeed and finish off, because we still had the Tailwind, able to finish off the Charmander with a Liquidation. So, Codeman coming in 2 Pokemon down, almost taking victory there as is. So, really good showing from Grunt Codeman this week. Thank you so much for participating. Greatly appreciate it. Let's check out the next one, shall we? Here we go. Say, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Alrighty,
Alrighty,
guys.
guys. So here we are up against Grunt Shunosaurus. Looking good with some old Gen Mons here. Got Meowth and Fungus and stuff on the field. Some uniqueness going on this battle. Setting up the Tailwind and our Sticky Webs as we do. Literally nobody ran Rapid Spin this week. I think my last battle of the week was up against Update, and I think he's like at the very end he's like, I forgot I had Rapid Spin, because I think like the last Pokemon he sent out had it or something. We do get another iteration of the beat up Growlithe here. That must be a Smogon recommended set or something, because we got two of these going. We got the Fire Doggos hyping each other up, but Shun was actually talking about this move, so that was turn 3. He mentioned that in the Discord. I just got lucky there. I was hoping to take advantage of Stakeout, my abilities, so I had prepared to be switching people out just in general, and then I just got lucky because I mean all of that. He switched in the Growlithe and set up the boost and everything. Before after I had clicked Roar. So I got very lucky there that got that Roar off before that Growlithe got to do a whole lot with its new boost there. Ahsoka sets up the Shell Smash and goes down immediately, at which point then Apollo and Tress are going to come in. Tress throws up the Protect, and Apollo's going to throw up the Earthquake, doing good damage to both the Houndour and the Croagunk there, taking them off the field. My first blood, ooh. Yikes. So things aren't looking as dire as they probably should. Apollo taking a very hard fake out there. Getting a Leech Life off on the Fungus, but the Poison type and keeping that from doing a ton. And hitting back with a Sludge Bomb that negates the heal there. At which point then Apollo uses that fake, or the Earthquake. Gonna go down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You a crocodile? Bruno then switching in. I don't know why they don't have the models for some of these guys. That one's not even like shinies. I would understand if they hadn't like pulled all the shiny ones or whatever, but there we go. We got Bruno and Tress up against Bad Dog, and why is Bad Dog on the field alone? There we go. There's Gustav. Then we've got the Intimidate hitting, which is not going to be great. I really probably should have just run Intimidate on Mashif as opposed to trying to be fancy with the Stakeout, because I don't think I even once potentially got like used Stakeout to great effect. I think maybe once I got a hit off with hey. I think once I got a hit off with Tress, but she definitely not the strongest member of the team, and so we didn't really get to use that a whole lot. So we are going to jump into the next battle. Thank you so much for participating, though, Grunt Shunosaurus. I greatly appreciate it. Couple more battles to go here, and then we will be hitting the admin, so we'll see you there. Alrighty, guys, we are up against Grunt Klungar, and say, hi, Uncle Klungar!
Hi, Uncle Klungar.
Well, we once again have Stormcrow and Tress up on the field, doing their respective bits to slow everybody down, or make you guys feel like you're in molasses at least. Tress Stormcrow switching out, Tress getting the webs up, Ahsoka switching in, gonna take that rock slide there. Ahsoka then gonna set up the shell smash and gonna get the ability going. Mash gonna hit some good damage, so is Tink. Ahsoka gonna hit back with the liquidation on the next turn, finishing them off. The Leech Life doing almost nothing to Tinkatongue there, or Tinkatink. Ahsoka going down, Tress going down, at which point then Stormcrow switches back in, Poniard switching in, Fool Coco coming in, and gonna take a Sucker Punch there. Tailwind then gonna get set up, lucky that got set up, and then gonna get hit with a Hard Rock Slide that takes down Stormcrow. Bruno then switching in, and I go into the Fairy type here, which was not smart. But Poniard off the field, so we'll take that. The knockoff getting rid of the Choice Scarf there. Impidimp switching in and gonna throw the Fake Out up, thankfully not doing a ton, and the Play Rough doing real good work against the Impidimp there. Knockoff hitting the Fool Coco. Everybody just going for Fool Coco here. Klungar then starts using some paralysis hacks. Chocolatl is going to get a chance to slack off and heal up a little bit. And then the Thunder Wave going to come in there as well. The Rock Slide missing on Chocolatl, hitting on Bruno, not enough to take out, but do get the para hacks there. But thankfully Tinkatink then comes off the field. Misdreavus then comes in and gonna not do a terrible amount of damage, but does get the speed drop, unfortunately, and the Dazzling Limb gonna be enough to finish off the Fairy type Bruno. Chocolatl gets the Slack off going though, and is able to heal up a bit, but Apollo comes in and immediately gets paralyzed. Shadow Ball doing good work against Chocolatl, but not gonna be able to finish off as Apollo takes down the Impidimp there. Fungus then switches in. Shiny Fungus is underrated. Chocolatl then going to go down as Apollo throws up the Ice Punch. Can't Terra because I already did that with Mashif. Apollo then going to go down to a hard Shadow Ball, and Uncle Klungar will take the victory. So say, good work, Uncle Klungar!
Uncle Congo.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for participating this week, Uncle Klungar, and we will move on to the next grunt battle, which is the last one we had before the admin. So let's jump to it, shall we? Say, here we go!
Here we go.
Alrighty. And here we are up against the final grunt of today, which is Grunt Update. I lead off with Tress and Stormcrow as usual, and Update's running like a mono water team here, trying to take advantage of some rain weatherworks. You don't see a lot of weather in Little Cup, so that's fun. Stormcrow going to switch out and bring Ahsoka in. Tress gets the webs up, and the Tailwind continues to roll. The Outrage hits from the Barboach, and then the Slowpoke is able to heal up a little bit there. The Spear then switches in. The Aracuda, I want to say? Yeah, Aracudo. I've never used one of those. Tress then goes down. Ahsoka takes a hard hit there. The rain definitely helping with the Surfs, doing good work. Shielder then comes in. Stormcrow's going to switch in then as well. The Shielder uses Protect, and Aracuda throwing up those Surfs, which finishes off Ahsoka. The Thunderbolt not able to do anything through the Protect, obviously. And then Apollo's going to switch in. Shielder's going to switch into the Dragon type, which is going to help its resistances against my Thunderbolts there, which is very smart. Get the substitute set up, and the rain continues to tick on. Apollo's going to take a hard Aqua Jet there and keep rolling out those Earthquakes, which is doing at least decent chip damage across the field there. Able to finally break the substitute as, it's okay, It's okay. Finally able to break the substitute as the shell smash comes on the field. Thankfully, we got poison on board, so that thing's not got much more than one more turn in it anyway, and Apollo able to finish off before it does anything. We get the Tailwind set back up before Stormcrow takes a really hard Ice Beam there, and the poison is going to continue to tick on Shelly and now Orochi. Apollo throwing up that Earthquake, doing good work there. The Thunderbolt going to land and finish off the Shellos, leaving Update with just a Dragon Dancing Barboach and a Quaxley. Quaxley coming in and going to get poisoned and speed lowered. Oh. And the Thunderbolt finally then going to finish off the Duck and give us victory against the final Grunt of the week. So thank you so much for jumping in last minute there, Grunt Update. I greatly appreciated. Always love getting as many people in here as we can. And now we are going to move on to the admin, the long-awaited reveal. Who's it going to be? We'll find out after this break. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys, last battle of the week is up against admin. I almost said rival Scad. Admin Scad. She leads off with Tom, Son of Tom, which I think will become scary as we roll on this series. Yeah, we're gonna go eat the pizza in just a minute. It's cooling while we record this episode. We've got our Tailwind and our webs up. We've got Weber now in place of Pumpkin the Cacnea. Stormcrow gonna come out, and Apollo gonna switch in. The Flash Cannon gonna hit Apollo really hard, and then the poison damage is actually gonna finish it off. So unfortunately, Apollo not gonna be able to do anything there. Chocolatl then gonna come in and go up against the Dieno and Son of Tom. We gotta get Son of Tom off the field. The Toxic Spike's gonna get set up there, which is gonna help us keep the damage rolling. And then try to get the Will-O-Wisp up on the curse-boosted Wooper, but not really going to be in our favor. The Dieno does go down, though, which is great. We are now 5-5. Lemon Curd, the balloon, Drifloon, I was like, wait a second, what's this thing called? Comes in, the Surf doing good damage on both Trest and Chocolatl, but I do get the Roar set up and get the boosted Wooper out of here at the very least. Can't take him down, but we can at least take him off the field. Chocolatl gonna get a slack off up as the Surfs continue. This was a bad idea. As the Surfs continue to roll in, Bruno switching in and gonna get a hard crunch off the mono flying type, but still enough to take it down, even without the super effective damage. Oh my goodness. Pumpkin then switches in, paired up with Mara. Bruno going to be able to finish off the Slowpoke there, and Chocolatl is going to do good damage up against the Cacnea. The Drain Punch is going to finish off Bruno, but we've still got some Pokemon in the wings, so not too worried yet. We're 3-3, although Chocolatl is barely alive, so I don't know that counts. The Sucker Punch is going to fail as Stormcrow throws up the Hurricane and finishes off the the Cacnea. Chocolatl is using Slack Off to heal up a little bit there. Tom, Son of Tom, back on the field. This time, though, we're going to get the Toxic and the Speed Lower, so that's going to be helpful. As Stormcrow goes down to the Magnemite there. Chocolatl finishes off the Magnemite, and then going to go down itself, leaving just Choodle v. Tom, Son of Tom. Seems appropriate that Tom is the last one on the field, and the Shell Smash are going to come in. I did some mental calculus, was like, there's nothing this thing can use. I'd seen all 4 of its moves at that point. I was like, Ahsoka's not afraid of this. So I take the risk of using the Shell Smash and then finish the Wooper off with a Liquidation. So thank you so much for participating this week, Admin Scad. A true nail-biter there, going down to the last Pokemon. And you know what I say, the best battles are the ones that are super close, but that I come out victorious, and that was certainly what our final battle was this week. Now, let's before I lose my... my commentators here. Let's jump over to the spreadsheet and see what's in store for us next week, shall we? Here we go.
Here we go.
Alrighty, guys, really quickly, let's roll these. So now, we have done our first rival battle, we did an evil team battle, and that means only one thing. We are into our first gym of the year. So, we are going to change the numbers here. All right, you got it in there, and 13 rolls, which is Rock, All right, so we are going to be doing a rock type Little Cup first gym. That seems appropriate. We've had a couple of first rock type gyms. Yeah, we're going, buddy. I know. You're doing great. You're doing great. So rock type gym. Now let's go ahead and we'll roll whether it's going to be a singles or a doubles bout because we still looks like singles. Okay, so we are going to have a singles first rock type gym in Little Cup. And there was some talk in the Discord. I don't know. So Showdown does have a ZU in the drop-down. It doesn't look like there's anything actually slated into ZU except for not fully evolved Pokemon. So I don't know if that's a legitimate tier or not, but I do have it slated in there. At the very least, if we're just going to be using NFEs, that's fine. Let me know what your feedback is on that, but we can worry about that more next week. If you have opinions on what we should do for the second tier that we go into, I guess let me know. But for this week, start building your singles rock monotype or rock thematic. You guys are always very loose with the monotype. But rock thematic Little Cup gym leader teams. And we will jump in with that next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Gray, and you guys have been great. This has been Tortellini. Say hi.
Hi.
And this has been Tortoni. There you go. He said something. And you guys have been great. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, subscriptions for us, guys. And we will see you all back here next time. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one. Say, have a good one.
Have a good one.